What's up, y'all? It's a completely random one today, so just be prepared for that. I seen the title, I'm done, and I can only imagine what that entails because I feel like that in some ways too myself. So let's go ahead and dive in.
Y'all, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm coming to y'all today to let y'all know that this might be the end of my content era. And I'm going to be honest with you. I know you don't want to hear that, but we're going to have a conversation of why and everything that leads up to it, and honestly, just some transparency today. I feel like I don't give y'all enough transparency. I give y'all the theatrics, the fun, the looks, the attitude, but I don't talk to y'all. And I'm sorry. Um as a trans woman, y'all hate me.
Okay, I did not know this was that. I didn't. I did not. So like I feel very, very guilty, and I'm almost inclined to stop this video because it's pretty shocking, right? It's pretty shocking. How many of y'all thought this was a trans woman when they first put it on without knowing who she is? Okay? Just so I saw a thumbnail that said I'm done, and I saw what I thought was a pretty woman, but clearly, clearly I was wrong. Clearly I was wrong. And this is the thing. This is the thing. This is part of the reason why I'm probably going to keep this video going instead of cutting this shit and being like, damn, these niggas know that I got fooled. I got bamboozled by me thinking that this was a pretty woman. It ain't that serious, y'all. It ain't. And at first, it's not even that. I'm just seeing the title again. I'm seeing the title, I'm done. And that's my main reason for going into this. But I'll be honest. Let me finish what I was going to say. I see the title, I'm done. See what I think is a pretty woman. And I'm questioning that she's done with a whole lot of aspects of her life, and I want to hear her perspective. But when you bring transgender into the mix, I'm a little bit I'm a little bit scared to hear what we're gonna hear because personally to me I think never mind.
Like, let's be honest, not my community, but some of my community. Not all heterosexuals, but most heterosexuals. Y'all hate me. And it's all because I'm living my life and you don't understand why. You you all hate me, and it's okay. Because in reality, you're not meant to understand everything. This isn't your life to live. We live in a fucked up world. All right? We live in a fucked up world. Why would you want somebody to not just want to be happy in their own skin?
Well, are you telling us that your happiness is because of other people not being happy with what you're doing? Well, if you're coming at it from that vantage point, then you're fucked. You can't do that. You gotta base your happiness off of what you feel inside. If you're looking externally to what other people think, listen, I really want to stop this video because, like, dude, we did a video on a gay dude talking about relationship advice for women to men the other day, and that was borderline bad already. But this is a random one, so I got bamboozled here. I definitely did, and I'm not throwing in the towel. We're going to stick it out to the end. So whatever the fuck y'all feel after this, that's what y'all feel. But kind of invested now, so Serious. Serious.
Why do you feel like you just want to attack, ridicule, judge, diminish? Why do y'all act like that? You poison everything around you when you can't allow yourself to just be educated on things you don't understand instead of spewing hatred. I hate what we become as an economy. I hate what we become as human beings. I hate what social media done to us. I hate that we have to feel insecure and feel like we're not enough because of what we see online every 5 seconds. It's not real, y'all. This shit ain't real. We all not lavish. We all not passable. We all not cunt. We all not the baddest bitches in a bunch. We have an upbringing just like you. Some of us just get recognized more than others, and it's unfair. But it's the survival of the fittest, and I hate the fact that a lot of people still have so much potential, but just don't have the resources to be able to do what they want to do. I was blessed enough to have a platform and share it with y'all because the first time that my Instagram got deleted, I wasn't going to make a new one. I was going to start on YouTube and I was going to branch out and show the world who I was. I remember I made my first makeup tutorial and um, I made my first makeup tutorial. I made my first makeup tutorial because my first Instagram got deleted and I only had like 4,000, 5,000 followers. So I wasn't really bothered by it. But I started to make the YouTube videos and then just like you, I was inspired by people that made monkey videos. I remember seeing them and I wanted to do it too. And somehow, in some way, y'all came into my life and showed me that you appreciate what I did.
Monkey videos? Did I hear that right? No. So bring it back, X.
You love the fact that I made this for you. I love y'all so much. And I know it may not look like I can say much. It may not look like I'm showing you my love. You can't feel how much I appreciate everything y'all do for me. You're in my lives all the time. You're in my comment sections. You're supporting me. You're liking my photos. You just sending me. It's a lot of DMs that I don't get to see because I'm being bombarded with the hate messages from people like whoever the fuck is watching this just envious and hateful and spiteful and just envious of me for living my life. People like you override the people that really just want someone to hold their hand, just like I always wanted. I wanted somebody to hold my hand. I wanted somebody to teach me. I wanted somebody to love me.
This is the reason why I didn't want to go down this route, because I already know this is where she was gonna go. Again, I thought they was gonna be talking about society, how it's changed, and what's become acceptable, which is damn near everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything's been acceptable, but the way that people accept it, it's just like, I don't know. It's like, it makes you think, like, why are they accepting this shit? Is it because they're down with it, or is it because they don't give a fuck because they see where the world is going, or they see how everybody else is acting? I don't know. A lot of thoughts come to mind when I think about the thoughts of, an alternative lifestyle type of person. So, I'm still fighting myself. I'm like, stopping the video, man, and just starting on something else. I'm thinking of going doing the fuck this shit. Let's do it tomorrow teaching video, but we're here already, so.
Us as the LGBT community, all of us as human beings and individually, a lot of us don't deserve what you bring to us. The hateful comments. You create a cancer within other people to do the same thing to us. Even our own community is gay men out here that hate trans women. And I really couldn't believe my eyes because you know what? In 2020, I just learned about ballroom and I was like, it's a community that's like me. I'm not the only one. I want to see what they got. I want to see what's going on. I don't really
Really?
walk ballroom now, but when I first was introduced to it, I was in love with it. And then I met y'all. I was so thankful. And then it got worse. The poison got worse the more I got known. People just started beating and stabbing my back, all because I wanted to live out loud and be happy, all because I was enjoying the fruits of my labor, all because of the simple fact that I had something that most people didn't get to enjoy. And it's not my fault. But I will never hate somebody for having more than I do. Never. Because I know that I can work my way up to it. I know that I can work hard and build a platform like I did now. People who were there with me from high school, middle school, who know me for my original
Yeah.
self, all the way up to my new my new profound persona. You know damn well this shit doesn't look possible.
Okay, well, just stop it right there real quick because yeah, you can see somebody else that might have more than you, and then you can be like what she says. You can also be like, yeah, I can get up to that level too if I work hard enough, or if I do certain things. You know what I'm saying? But then you got my vantage point, which is like, yeah, what you doing was pretty cool, but I don't want no parts of that. I'm in my own lane. I'm doing my own shit. So maybe that might be a problem with what's going on in this person's mind because it's like you're comparing yourself to somebody else. I think in 2026, if you was really, really paying attention, that's one of the biggest lessons that you should know. Thus far, we should have learned that a little while back, but some people just get things a little bit more slower. I don't know how else to put that. But don't compare yourself to other people because they've been dealt certain cards in life that you have not been dealt, and you focusing on that one aspect of somebody else's life is just diminishing yours. So and taking away from yours. So I see this type of oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I gotta I don't know why I said you know what I'm saying? I just thought of something. Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting on a call right now. But yeah, we should not be comparing ourselves to anybody at all. Okay, whether it's person to person, business to business, it's you know what I'm saying. Just do better as a person.
Who I am and what I look like now doesn't even look remotely possible. It's like, how? You know why? Because I never found myself. I'm sorry, y'all. If you hear the music in the background, you know I'm obviously in a bad mood. I need something to make me feel better. We all need music. We all listen to music to make ourselves better. We need a moment. And I'm on here because I need somebody to hold me up and I don't have nobody right now. I remember being a young adult and hating myself because of what.
Music is a great tool to get you into that state of whatever you need to be in. Just be careful with them because some people are easily susceptible to mood changes, mood swings, and whatever the case. And if your playlist is like mine, you can go from something like I don't know, some kind of symphony of like electric music mixed with like piano and harps and shit, which is again electric music, and then go to some dark static X, push it type shit. Gotta be careful with that if you're not if you're not able to handle that.
People told me I was. Y'all always told me that I was just a. I'm sorry, it's funny now, but it's just like y'all hated me. And now the world hates me even more. And it's just like, I don't even do anything. It all boils down to these individuals that I decided to talk to on Monkey. And all I ever wanted, honestly, if you want to know the truth, I wanted somebody to love me, right? But I wanted somebody to love me more than I loved myself. And that's very hard to do now because I love myself so much. And I finally have met the stage where I'm able to even love myself. But then again, I look at myself and I say that I'm not enough because the internet makes me feel like I'm not enough. It makes us all feel like we're not enough. Everything you see, everything you expose yourself to, everything you look at on the internet, it makes you feel like you're not enough because somebody somehow or some way is doing it bigger than you can and you feel like you just got to catch up. But baby, it's no rush because in reality, what the fuck are we going to do? You can't go outside and go get a Lamborghini just because they got a Lamborghini. You got to wait your turn. And I waited my motherfucking turn. And I'm telling you, I'm still not in the place I want to be at because it's a long.
I wonder how this person is. Maybe they just need a couple more years to grow to not give a fuck. Because I don't know, when I decided to do YouTube, I think I've said it in an earlier video when I really decided to do YouTube. I actually showed myself that I'm doing this shit because I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks anymore. At least to a certain degree. Of course, we all as humans care what somebody else thinks of us. But there's a certain level, you know what I'm saying? There's a certain degree of giving a fuck. And the point where I'm at, which I think many people who's doing this shit, I mean, she's got 64,000 subscribers. I only have 132, 133. I don't care if somebody, all right. I'm trying to like keep very grounded in my thought and my answer to what I think is going on in this woman, what she's trying to say right now, to kind of just relay the message of like, is this normal thinking or is this like corrupted thinking? You know what I'm saying? Which is it's a touchy subject because everybody's different. Everybody's at different stages of like, mm, you know, levels. But yeah, when I decided to do YouTube, I've got past the point where like any comment that especially that's negative, it's like I can choose to and interact with that, or I don't have to. It's really not that big of a deal. It's like however I'm feeling at the day. But still, at the end of the day, I'm putting out content because I'm coming from like a neutral, grounded place. I don't know, maybe my content's different. I don't know what she does normally for content. She said she didn't make up tutorials or whatever, like for one of her first videos and whatever. But I mean, you gotta accept the criticism. What you think everybody's gonna come up here and just tell you good shit? Probably not. Probably not. Especially if you're living an alternate lifestyle that not everybody agrees with. You know what I'm saying? So this is the trend. This is the thing that I be finding out with alternate lifestyle living people. They seem to base their happiness on what other people think. And you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You just do you, and right, you just don't care what nobody else says. But if you do care too much, you gotta question why. Why do you care so much? Are you doing this for show? Or are you doing this because it's really you? Because if it's really you, it shouldn't matter what other people think on the outside. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if I'm making sense with it.
Fucking road, and it's a long, lonely ass road, and nobody gonna motherfucking help me do anything I got.
You know, and just a side note, I was questioning and making weird faces earlier before I said what I said because I'm kind of hearing some voiceovers in the background that's making me think of the music that I like to listen to. Um, lately, I've been listening to the game Near Automata, and then also the original Near. Um, their soundtracks, and if you know that game, you know that there's like these women that it's kind of like almost an opera type shit that be singing on it, but it's not technically opera. I don't know. I'm not never looking to precisely defining something, if that makes sense. But I feel like I'm hearing like some kind of acapella of yeah, one of those songs and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, just continue.
Going on. Nobody's going to help me be the better version of myself. Nobody's going to hold my hand and walk me through it. Nobody's going to teach me. Nobody's going to give me grace. Nobody's going to help you either. And the only thing that I needed to learn was how to accept being alone.
Correct.
And then I tried to accept being
Yeah.
alone, but I couldn't. I just wanted somebody to see me. I made my platform. I made my YouTube. I made videos. I recorded. Because I couldn't accept being alone, because I did not accept my circumstances. And I think that's the problem with with individuals now. I think that's the problem with individuals now, is that a lot of people settle for what they have, and now all they can do is sit back and judge. Everything that we do in life is meant for a reason. But God got me exactly where he wanted me to be, to talk to y'all, because somebody needed me today. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Somebody needed me today to talk to them and upload this video. And I'm telling y'all right now, so help me. Never stop fighting for what the fuck you believe in. Because at the end of the day, y'all, I'm going to die making a mark, even if I'm an example, even if I don't have everything that I ever wanted in life and I don't achieve that goal. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm going to be an example and an inspiration for somebody. Somebody's going to love me. Somebody's going to appreciate me. And that's not all I'm looking for. But I'm telling you right now, y'all can fight, argue, kick, scream, do whatever the fuck you want to do. But when it comes to people like us in this community, some of us are stronger than what we look like. Trust me. It's no game. I'm hurt in my life because honestly, looking at other people, other trans creators that we used to watch, y'all, I'm looking at
Pretty scary. Pretty, you know? It's a pretty scary way on seeing shit. So, recognize what the fuck I did. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a who the fuck doesn't like it. Some one of y'all bastards out there is going to like my shit. And if you don't, move over, the next person will. I kind of get it, but at the same time, it's like, it ain't that serious, bro. It ain't. It ain't that serious, sis. I don't know what to say there. But yeah, I'm guessing this is a younger person. I think I'm done here. I think I'm done here. But I think a part of the song came on, and then it like bolstered her up to say even more shit. I'm like, oh, shit. If anybody likes it, I just had a vent with it, and I think we all get like that at some point. So I think that's normal. but the degrees of control we have it definitely varies. So, anyways, there's somebody who wanted to call back, so I think I'm totally done with this video. If you want to watch the rest of it, it will be done in the description bar below. And shout out to them. I hope they get through whatever they're going through. Um, Especially if you're younger. If you're like under the age of 25, under the age of 30, you have a long way to go, and your confidence about things will grow as you get older. So take it easy. And again, I think when it comes to taking criticism, that's something that gets better over time as you get older. Sure, at least in my book. I was definitely a sensitive person when I was younger, but I never saw myself getting to this point where I'm at now, not giving a fuck. You can say the most ridiculous shit, and I might curse your ass out, but deep down, I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, there's levels to the shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, peace and prosperity, y'all. Stay safe out here and be yourself. Get in control of doing that, being yourself and cultivating that. That's all I got.